Normally, burning down a black neighborhood would be frowned upon. But if you just say you're protesting Donald Trump, it's okay. I mean, I could literally show up and start torching local businesses, and not only would nobody get mad at me, they'd actually call me a hero.
How does destroying low-income neighborhoods make you a hero?
I don't know. But check this out. I was at a defund the police protest in Minnesota last week, and I picked up a trash can, threw it through a laundromat window, like I've done dozens of times. This time was different. This time I got arrested, and the feds tear gassed me. No media coverage, nobody calling me a hero. What's up with that?
That sounds like justice.
Or fascism.
You think getting arrested for vandalism is fascism?
I don't know what fascism means. Was that it?
No.
No. Now, how do you reason with that kind of logic? Well, maybe you can't. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name is Zukradowski here of wearechange.org, and there is an overwhelming amount of crazy news to get into today, as of course, there are a lot of very strange things and people, let's just say, not living their best life, as times are going to be very rough ahead, especially when it comes to the larger financial picture and larger geopolitical problems that are going to be plaguing us. But hey, at least BuzzFeed officially went under. We're going to be talking about that, plus a lot more, all here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you could get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast, I have absolutely no idea who did this, but this professionally made comedy skit hits the nail on the head when it comes to a lot of people trying to justify the absurd actions that they did within the last few years. If you guys know who the original creator of this video is, please let me know down in the comment section below so we could attribute them and their YouTube channel. And then as soon as we find out who they are, the link to that full video and their channel will be, of course, down in the description below so you guys could find out more about this incredibly talented team of individuals that brought together this hilarious, brilliant commentary on our modern society that is just as absurd as they described it. As today, even U.S. House of Representatives went on national television and argued for more illegal immigration so they could have people clean their own homes. Yes, I'm not kidding you. This is an actual statement made by U.S. Representative live on national television. All of this as a lot of the Democratic policies are working just like everyone thought they would be working. And after passing massive amounts of bill that give a huge sum of money to very special interests after the Inflation Reduction Act that doesn't reduce inflation, I think it's fair to say that the economy is being crippled, especially with all the massive layoffs happening right now as Facebook is laying off 4,000 workers. Amazon is expected to lay off 9,000 workers. Best Buy is laying off hundreds of workers. ESPN is laying off 7,000 Disney workers. And I think it's fair to say that the economy isn't really doing that great, even though the Biden administration wants you to think it is. The corporate establishment media wants you to think that as well, and that could be one reason out of many reasons why a major establishment media figure, BuzzFeed, has now officially been shut down. Yes, in the making of this video, we just found out, according to many sources, that BuzzFeed is shutting down all operations as their stock has now taken a massive fall. In the making of this video being shared now at 69 cents a share. And of course, a lot of people are celebrating this news as BuzzFeed was a horrible rag that many people believe led to the destruction and downfall of Western civilization with their horrible propaganda efforts that they called journalism. All of this is happening as, of course, major social media institutions are replacing the corporate establishment media. A lot of corporate legacy media figures are not doing well in this current market, as of course independent media many times beats them out, not only when it comes to covering stories, but also covering stories more accurately and from a place where you actually have some kind of form of genuine conversation and not elites beating you in the head, demanding that you believe what they believe. And let's be honest here, if it wasn't for the very unfair rules on social media, where of course the algorithm is skewed towards the establishment, where independent media is of course obfuscated, downranked in the algorithm, if it wasn't for that huge unfair advantage that the corporate establishment media has, I think it's fair to say that they wouldn't exist, as no one would be paying attention to their bullcrap, and they only are because they're forced to do so. Now, will BuzzFeed be the first domino to fall out of many other dominoes to come? Well, a lot of people hope so. As today, we also got a list of all the naughty words that YouTube doesn't like, has officially blacklisted without even actually telling anyone. This had to be released through, of course, the hard work by the Mises Caucus. And a lot of the words include, and of course, let's not forget the word, oh yeah, and then there's that, and or, even that one, and that one, and that one. Oh yeah, I forgot, we're on YouTube. We can't talk about this stuff. Even though we're grown adults, have discernment, and have the ability to rationally think through ideas and don't need to be babied and treated like utter children that have to be told what they should be listening to and watching. Yeah, I'm sorry, this kind of elitist point of view that we can only be trusted with propaganda outlets like BuzzFeed or CNN or MSNBC is ridiculous, and one of the reasons why there has been a major pushback against a lot of the censorships, a lot of the algorithm, a lot of the bullcrap, and why a lot of people have been signing up to LukeUnfiltered.com, our own website, our own platform, where we are going to be giving you another video for you later on today, talking about some absolutely crazy topics that we cannot discuss here on this broadcast. Hopefully we have time to get into some health stuff. There's also some wild news coming from Atlanta, Georgia, that is also very concerning. We're going to be talking about this story, plus many other stories, all the stories that we can't talk about here later on today for a special video report ready after this one on LukeUnfiltered.com. Along with the membership, you also get access to 3 masterclasses, a forum where you get to talk to the absolutely brilliant, super amazing members of this site, and also get access to in real life meetups that will be happening next Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time in Miami, Florida, in the downtown area. Yes, you heard that correctly. Downtown Miami, Florida, 5 p.m. next Saturday is when we are going to be doing a meetup of members of wearechange.org, specifically members of LukeUnfiltered.com. That's one of the perks, along with many other perks, as I'm trying to build a community here down in Southern Florida and do some really cool, amazing, fun things. Lots of other projects coming our way. Lots of other giveaways also coming. All of that huge amount of value is available to you on LukeUnfiltered.com. If you haven't signed up yet, what are you waiting for? Click the link right now in the description. Signing up is quick and easy. Sign up right now, and I will see you there right after this video. Just click it right now, and I'll see you there right after this video, as of course we are still not done here, as there's a lot of very interesting news surrounding China, as there's a new U.S. Senate report that just came out suggesting that the Chinese government was working and developing on a cure for a sickness that, according to the official, came out in 2020, but they were working on mid-November of 2019, officially destroying the official version of events, the official story, which in its own iteration, no matter how many times it was repeated, didn't make sense at all. They literally told you, oh, some dude just ate a bat. That's it, guys. Just like that story about that dude that had relations with that monkey in Africa. This doesn't add up. None of it added up. None of it ever has added up. But now, according to this latest Senate report, a lot of the nonsense was going on way before the general public was even aware of it. And this makes sense, especially with all the information that I've been sharing with you on LukeUnfiltered.com, as of course I released a lot of my own theses, my own theories, and this corroborates a lot of what I've been seeing, a lot of the reports that I've been documenting, and it makes sense that this global sickness was out there in the general public way before we even heard about it on national television. Personally, I'm pretty sure I had it myself in December of 2019. And if we're not being told about the official start date, what makes you think you're being told the truth at all? As of course, tensions between China and the United States have been getting worse and worse throughout the last few years. Taiwan is literally training their citizens for a Chinese invasion of its territory, which many military analysts believe would spark a global war, or at least a larger proxy war, between China and the United States, as the United States is already involved in one proxy war between themselves and Russia. All of this as the FBI has just shut down an additional 6 illegal Chinese police stations inside of the United States, operating under the jurisdiction of the Chinese government. Chinese police stations with Chinese authorities that were there to spy and harass on dissidents, fellow Chinese citizens, and to act like their own form of KGB Gestapo agents that were going after individuals who were thinking the wrong political thoughts. 6 police units from the Chinese government were shut down within American territory, highlighting how the Chinese government is very much involved in what the United States is doing. And with these police bases shut down, China is also building up and constructing a new base in Antarctica, as of course they're trying to expand their sphere of influence in the region, as they have already built a lot of man-made islands and are developing a situation that of course could question US dominance and hegemony on the world. China has already been also readying their supersonic spy drones, as the United States has been sending their military hardware and warships all around Taiwan. And what we have here is just absolute saber rattling in a situation that is bringing China and Russia closer together. Russia, that's interested in their own form of sabotage, as they have been caught using, quote, ghost ships or unmarked military ships traveling off of the coast in the United Kingdom, keeping a close eye and spying on wind farms, communication cables for a possible sabotage attack that could happen as this proxy conflict between the East and the West expands. All of this as the war in Ukraine still is at a major stalemate, as many reports are coming in of very significant troop losses on both sides, significantly the Ukrainians, since of course they have a smaller population of people that they could pull from. The Battle of Bakhmut is still continuing. It is absolutely a meat grinder. The Russians look like they are taking slowly and surely more and more of that territory in that region. And I think it's fair to say that, of course, the Ukrainians are dealing with many significant problems and pressures, even though they are being bankrolled and armed by the United States in a very significant fashion, which still doesn't address the larger problems with manpower that they are having. Now, with these military drills, with these larger alliances, with nuclear warheads being moved to Belarus, why are we doing this? What's the point? What's the goal of all of this? Well, there isn't any. For me, the wars are meant to be prolonged. That's exactly what's happening here. All of this as another war might start in Taiwan very soon. Why are we destroying stuff? Why are we not building? Why aren't we trying to, of course, promote more space exploration, which didn't really work out that well, as of course one of the world's most powerful rockets exploded today in what many people are calling a $3 billion fireball, as Elon Musk's Starship, quote, went up in smoke on 420. Great headlines by the Daily Mail. You gotta give them that. They're not the best, but they're pretty damn good when it comes to what they do. But imagine, just for one moment, if the powers of the world, if the governments would just stop being egotistical sociopaths, and instead of developing and working on technology that would destroy humanity, we would work on technology that would expand, grow, discover, and allow space travel, and allow us to discover even what's on this earth, as of course even the oceans haven't been fully explored or even mapped out on this world. Imagine if we would just put our bullcrap aside and said, you know what? Instead of just being idiots punching each other in the face, maybe we stop doing that and focus and work and develop and harness technology to discover what's in our oceans, to discover what's in the sky, to travel the galaxies, to explore the wonders of this world and existence, while becoming the best, strongest, healthiest versions of ourselves, progressing humanity forward, rather than doing the exact opposite of that which we're doing right now. Imagine. And I think the world gets there by us just imagining that in its first iterations and its first steps, because how else do you start from where we are right now than just thinking about it, imagining it? I know it's a pipe dream. I know it's probably hippy-dippy stuff, but I think as humanity, that's something that we should strive for. And I think if enough of us believe in it, that it could actually potentially even happen. That's just my hippy-dippy story. What do you think is possible? Let me know down in the comment section below. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys actively watching, donating, and sharing to this independent media broadcast. And because you guys do that, that's why I'm here. That's why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org. One more video coming your way right now on lukeunfiltered.com. See you there right now.